morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. Takes it inside the 25, chance for great field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Made a defender miss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, when he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Cameron. Touchdown, Bears! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Turns it on at midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Harvey. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Knights will hustle to the line. The give and the run on 4th down. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that 1st down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Robertson. He's got him this time. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll go back to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bears will try to convert on 4th down. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really, really high percentage. Or do I go for it on fourth down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Running back goes in motion. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Calls his own number. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to him because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Going up top. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Quarterback keeper. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Knights want to move quickly. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Harvey. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? Last guys, the defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing in.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Knights want to crank the tempo. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Going up top on first down. Setting up the screen, and it's picked off.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and then that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's going to pass. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
I feel like the defense defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing them.
Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they...
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This is a designed run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll try to sneak it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Now that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets it in there for the 2, and now they've chopped that lead down to 11. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. The offense set for a 1st down play. Gonna run it. It's Washington. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Wide out in motion. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Cameron. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor! That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. The Knights racing to the line in a hurry up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you. So you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Bears are flying down the field. On the run, it's Washington. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bears! And the stomping has commenced. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. They're going to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He'll take it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
He's marked down at the 16-yard line. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Smashes through. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Brown will throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. And it's on the ground. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Knights! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive down 2 possessions. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bears! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Comes out throwing on first down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Handoff to the single back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense looking for a crease. It's Washington. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Knights moving quickly to the line. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and You know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Using his feet. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
On the move. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Robertson. He's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Smart move to keep it on the ground. The Bears get enough to move the chains.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. The give to the back. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. he takes this from inside the 5. After this, it'll be a wrap. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Brown wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the defense got it. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another